Are you looking for cards that are simple but can be made incredibly fast? Well, you've come to the right place. Hi, everybody. I'm Connie Stewart with SimplySimpleStamping.com. And today I have got a couple flashcards to share with you. These are flashcard 2.0s. So fast. I did a couple little cuts. I had a lot of fun creating this one. And you notice with just those two little pieces of cardstock, we were able to create some really fun cards. I'm excited to share these with you. So let's get to creating today. All right, as I said, these cards are going to be made so incredibly fast, any occasion is going to work. I've got an Easter card, I've got a love you, thinking of you with all my heart card, and these are also part of the flashcard series. These are flashcard 2.0. So let's go over the cardstock. How about we make the first card? We're going to make an Easter card first because I've got a couple little techniques I want to show you on this one. Let's talk about the cardstock you need. We're going to start with a piece of soft seafoam cardstock, and that's cut 5.5 by 8.5. And I have two score lines here, 5/8 of an inch and 4.25 of an inch. So when this folds, we're just going to fold this little flat back. It's just going to give some texture and dimension to my card. And then my flashcard pieces are in Whisper White and Highland Heather. Highland Heather is 2 1/8 by 5.5. My Whisper White is 2 inches by 5 3/8. And you see that just nests inside. That's part of the flashcard system. If you guys are familiar with it, we are going to do some chopping on these two pieces. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. We want to take that Highland Heather and we want to cut that down to 1.5 inches. And that's going to give us a nice little banner. And then we're going to use this piece as a little accent piece. Use my triple banner punch. And I think you can see the triple banner, it's called triple banner because it'll make 3 different size punches. And so it can go 2 inches, 1.5, or 1. So I've got my 1.5 inches. You're going to slide that in, see how it goes all the way in? We're going to give that a punch. That's going to give us a really nice little flag. And then that remaining piece of Highland Heather, we're going to tuck that right here behind our that little flap. And you can allow it to stick out as much as you want. I am going to tell you, you're going to want strong adhesive here because gravity is going to try to work against you. So I'm going to go ahead and take my adhesive all the way down. And then I'm just going to line it up there with my Highland Heather strip. This is what I love about the flashcards is that I just find a way to use every little bit. Nothing is ever wasted when it comes to flashcards. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and add my adhesive all the way down again so that I can seal that. We're going to do some stamping here because we're going to make this a little more interesting. All right, now I do want to tell you here on your flag, you can leave it plain, but if you want, you can also bring in your embossing folders. One of my all-time favorites has got to be the subtles. I love how it gives really nice texture. So I'm just going to place my banner in my embossing folder and run that through my cut and emboss machine. Again, remember, it's optional, but it does give some really nice texture. For my Easter card, let's bring in this springtime joy. I loved this sweet little lamb for Easter. Had a lot of great sentiments in it as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here with that little lamb, and I'm going to use smoky slate. We're going to do a fun technique today. So I'm going to take that lamb and I'm going to stamp her down here at the bottom of my cardstock. I'm going to bring in a Blushing Bride ink pad. You notice I have my grid paper here underneath me. We're going to use the blending brushes. I love these. Now I'm going to tap some ink onto my blending brush, but I want you to see it's a little dark. So I always like to get some of the heavy part off of my blending brush before I get going here. I'm going to start with a really light touch because I don't want her to be like bright pink. All right. I want her to have a nice soft look. And as I always say, if you guys have followed me, you know I always say you can always add more ink, but you can't take it away. So I always like to start off. I think that looks good. See the soft look? I love it. She just looked a little on the dull side. She needed something. So guys, a Q-tip to the rescue. I needed something to give her some little soft cheeks and to add a little dimension. Now again, you see a lot of ink right there, right? We're going to give her a couple little rosy cheeks. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? I love it. Very simple to do. Rub some of that off. And now I'm just going to come in with a Q-tip. You gotta love it. We find tools everywhere, don't we? And I'm just going to give her little, these little hairs and maybe a little bit here on the ears, just to give it a little more highlight. I think that looks really sweet. Okay, now we're going to do a little coloring on the flowers here. So I'm going to bring in some Stampin' Blends. Now, I'm not going to get big into how to color with your blends, but I'm just going to come in with the dark and just kind of do a little dot work here. And now I'll come in with the light and I'm going to blend these together. And you know what? Did I say Highland Heather? I am so sorry. I believe these are Purple Posy. My bad. And yeah, we're going to color those in. And then I've got the Mint Macaroon and Macaron dark. And we're just going to come in and color the leaves. You could do this with the markers as well if you have the Stampin' Right markers and not the blends. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my 2-inch circle punch. And what I want to do is I'm going to come up here at the top. And by the way, you are going to lose a little bit. This is 2 inches of cardstock and it's also 2 inches of circle. But don't worry about it because we're going to be cutting some of that off. So I'm not too worried about having that little edge. And now we're going to trim our little bunny image down. What you trim it down to is entirely up to you because there's no right or wrong. There's no specific size. And that is the only scrap that we're going to have from today's card. Now we're going to stamp on our circle and I'm going to bring in my Highland Heather. And guys, I do apologize. I actually may have called that Highland Heather, and that is Purple Posy. Connie just needs more coffee before she talks. We're going to stamp May the New Life of Spring Bring You Joy. And we want that kind of lined up with our line. We're now going to adhere this down onto our flag. You're going to bring it down, about 2/3, or I guess about 1/3, leaving about 2/3. We're going to add that there. And then we're going to take that sweet little bunny image, and we're going to, or lamb, I'm sorry, she's a lamb. I keep thinking there's a bunny in here too, and so I think about her. All right, and we're just going to attach that. So you see, it's really going to be determined on really how everything comes out, but I'm just going to need a little adhesive right down this side so we can put her right there. Okay, we're ready to add this to our card. I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals. You guys know how much I love to use Stampin' Dimensionals. So we're going to add these. I want to make sure I have plenty because this is the entire focal image here. And I'll tell you right here, sometimes I like to go right on top of both of those. It kind of double secures, make sure I have things where I need them to be. We'll get a couple more there. And now we can add that entire image to our card. Now, I did tell you we're going to do something here. We're going to say, Welcome Spring. And we're going to stamp that here in the middle. I'm going to come back in with that smoky slate. I'm going to keep my card closed. And I'm going to start here right in the middle. And then I can stamp on either side. Let's top it off with some Purple Posy scallop trim ribbon. I want to share a little tip here. You notice it's got crumb cake on one side, and then of course you have the Purple Posy and the crumb cake on the other. Keep that crumb cake side up when you tie it. This is, with it being double-sided ribbon, I want you to have that Purple Posy on top, but we want the pretty knot, right? So we're going to give this a tug. There we go. Let me flip it over so you can see. See, pretty knot here, not so pretty knot there. And our Purple Posy is on both sides. Now I'm going to trim this down. You notice I usually always make my knots directly on the roll. I think it just is a little bit easier to work with. I'm going to come in with a glue dot. We're going to press that knot right there. Add it to the top of our card. You've got plenty of room to write a message. I do want to show you, if you'd like, you can also add a piece of basic white cardstock to the inside. And that's just simply cut 3.5 by 5 1/4. You see, I also use this sweet little chick from the stamps. See, there's that bunny I kept getting myself confused with. So yeah, just stamped her down to the bottom and colored her with some So Saffron Stamp and Blends. So you do have some options. Do you notice some rhinestones? I love to add a little bling to a card. And these we can just simply add some of the small rhinestones here up around the top of the card. And there is our first card. Now I want to share with you another one. My measurements on this card are exactly the same. I'm going to use basic white thick. And then for my flashcard pieces, I have real red and basic white. I'm going to trim down the real red just like you saw me do before, 1.5 inches. We're going to banner punch it. I went ahead and embossed that one as well. Now the stamp set for this card, I'm actually going to use two. I'm going to use the Valentine keepsakes because I wanted to use it beyond Valentine's Day. So I brought in my Peaceful Moments stamp set, and look at that, thinking of you with all my heart. That doesn't say Valentine's Day, but it took a Valentine's stamp set and turned it into a thinking of you card. So we're going to use that for our sentiment. But here's why I wanted to show you this card separately. I want to teach you a couple little techniques how I did the hearts and the leaves in the two colors. And I did that with my Stamparatus. So you can see I've got my the top of my cardstock right there, that basic white, and I've got my image. Now, we're going to come in with Stampin' Write markers. I'm going to start with a Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to use the side of my marker to ink up those flowers and stems. Now, the reason I'm using the Stamparatus on this is because I think it's going to look so much better if I do this twice. This is called the ink to stamp or ink to rubber technique. And although I love it, I never really liked it until the Stamparatus came out so that I could get this nice image. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to bring this over and I'm going to give it a press. Now, that's really, it's not too bad, but watch what happens when I do it twice. I'm going to ink it up one more time because I want that really nice bright color, the really nice bright green. There we go, inked up again. The Stamparatus, of course, holds it in place for me. Now see, that looks really nice, right? We're going to repeat that exact same technique. And you notice I don't have to clean my stamp because if that green comes off again, it's fine. But now we're going to come in with a real red marker. We're going to color our hearts. We're going to fold it over, give it a press. Again, you're going to see how it's a little blotchy? Now you know why I love to use my Stamparatus on this technique. I think it looks so much better because we're going to get rid of that kind of blotchy look. See, that's always been the problem for me with this technique. So one more time, this ensures, there we go. Look at that nice bold image. All right, we're going to remove our magnets. Remember the tip. These two don't like each other. Don't let them near each other. We want these to stay far away from each other. I punched the circle just like I did before, but this time we're going to give it a little twist, and let me show you why. Because we want this line going at an angle, we're going to cover it with our stamped image. So I'm going to give that just a little tilt, and now I'll come in with a real red ink pad, and we have this fabulous, fabulous set of hearts. We're going to take that, remember, I want that at an angle, and we'll stamp those hearts right there. So instead of lining up the stamp, we're actually going to make sure our hearts are nice and straight. You know what? This one, we can actually take it off the flag a little bit. And of course, we're going to add our focal image. I've got my Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. We'll add that to my card. Now, I've got a little piece of ribbon, and this is the red satin ribbon. And you can add this anywhere. On my last card, I added it up at the top. But for this one, I don't know if you can see, I must have had a little smudge of ink on my fingers. We're going to hide that. No one's going to see that smudge. And let me just go ahead and bring in my original. I added my rhinestones. That stamp set had these great little flowers, and I just rotated it back and forth. There's my Thinking of You with All My Heart, and I added a couple hearts from that stamp set as well. I love the Valentine keepsake, and I love that I can use that all year long because I think that image right there, it says spring, it says Easter, it says a lot of things, but it doesn't necessarily say Valentine's Day. Let me go ahead and bring in my other card so that you can see them both. Guys, it is a card. It's a layout that you're going to use over and over again because so many of our stamps are going to fit in that 2-inch image. And remember, whatever you lose when you punch that heart, don't worry about, or the heart, the circle, we're going to hide it. Not even going to see it. It's going to be awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed those. Now, if you need to get any of the measurements, the supplies, or you'd like to just catch the photos of today's cards, you can head over to simplysimplestamping.com, or I've made it easy. Look down in the YouTube description for a direct link to today's post, and you'll be able to grab all the information that you need and order any supplies that you need as well. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I look forward to stamping with you again soon. Bye-bye.